It's something probably in life that you are speculating something negative from a very awaited thing and that proves you wrong. The sigh of relief you get in that situation, that's I'm having right now. It might be a long video, so please stay tuned with me till the end. In 2020, I encountered with one of the most finest and probably the very unique show which was based upon the music, Bandish Bandits, created by Amritpal Singh Bindra and Anand Tiwari. The album of this series is still my favorite. Shankar Ehsaan Loy composed a gold mine there. Sajan Bin, Garaj Garaj, Padharo Mare Des, Lab Par Aaye, Chhed Khaniya. I still do listen to all of them. But the skepticism around the absence of Shankar Ehsaan Loy from the music directions chair in the new season of this series just breaks my heart and I lose my interest with it. And that's why I shelved it from my side. But thank God I was wrong. My Instagram algorithm continuously pushing its reels, so I can't help but finally watched it. And right now I'm full of regrets to keep pushing it away. The new season of Bandish Bandits continues the narrative where it's ended in the previous season. The demise of Pandit Radhe Mohan Rathore, played by Nasiruddin Shah, makes people question on his character in his absence. And this makes the reputation of Rathore Gharana too vulnerable to survive. To provide salvation, Radhe, played by Ritwik Bhowmik, decides to participate in a band championship to regain the notoriety. How much he and his family struggles with it forms the basic narrative of this season. Firstly, I have to appreciate the set designing team and the choreography of the performances. It matches the aesthetic of the show beautifully. The color palette is so much soothing that I was just mesmerizing by the frames of it. The understanding between the characters mostly were on surtal. Still, the simple yet hard-hitting dialogues were uplifting the verbal portions. Especially in the performance scenes, that it never seems gimmicky while performing even in the close-up shots. Atul Kulkarni as Digvijay Rathore, who introduced in the climax of the first season, played the ignorance from his childhood to the blank space in himself of unfulfilled love in a very outstanding way. The kind of emotional roller coaster this man rides throughout the show deserves the appreciation. Along with him, Shiva Chadda shines more as Mohini Rathore, the constant navigator and the guardian angel of Radhe. She fits for this role perfectly. How Rajesh Tailang as Rajendra Rathore spikes up in his act while performing on stage, that transition was pure wild. Paresh Pahuja as Mahi brought the cold charm in his character. This man has a very small role but left a huge impact in here. Shreya Chaudhary as Tamanna, who's actually finding her creative self throughout the show, confusing and solving her own maze in herself, plays amazingly. Divya Datta as Nandini, who's been integrated in this season, played herself exactly as Radhe's mother to Tamanna and the band, a pure mentor to the group. Also, Yashaswini Dayama as Soumya, an introvert girl, wants to establish by her own talent and protective about it. But actually, who wins my heart is Ritwik Bhowmik as Radhe Mohan. His performance reminds me of Jordan from Rockstar. As Rishi Kapoor said in an interview while navigating Ranbir Kapoor for his character,
मैंने कहा उसको मैच करो, तुम्हारी नसें यहां से फूलनी चाहिए so audience believes you कि you are singing, not the very playback singer.
He did exactly the same, and my God, this man nailed it. He is a pure gem as Radhe. He puts himself in the character so well, like he literally owns it. A small town boy with the gesture in his behavior, the softness in his words, and the arrogance and protective nature towards his family and Gharana just makes me his fan with this. The one thing that made me pessimistic about was its music. but oh boy, I can't able to express the purity of the flawless melodies in here. It's so good. I just judge the music on the basis of how good it sounds, and that's how I was and I am listening to them. Not a music expert to explain, so don't judge me on it. Thank you. I added each and every single song to my playlist. I can't segregate to tell you my favorite. Rock version of Garaj Garaj, Garaja Mahi, Surhi Paramatma, Hichki 2.0, Nirmohiya, Sakhi Mori, Beba Kiya, Araj, You and I, just on loop with the whole playlist. The fusion of classical and pop music has done absolutely right here by Sawmill Shingarpure. The makers designed most of the performances keeping this in mind. The goosebumps when the music reaches to high notes, I can't help but cheering with it. There are still few things which I found very annoying, especially the love track between Radhe and Tamanna. Both are constantly chasing to each other, confused as hell with each other. Radhe is constantly seeking for Tamanna's attention even after saying that she is not sure about him. At a point, it's so annoying. I was like, not only that, Radhe, who fought with everyone, convincing everybody that they will win the show just to regain the honor, he was saying, मैं तुमसे खुशी खुशी हार जाऊंगा to Tamanna. औरत का चक्कर at its peak. They were in a competition and opposing each other. In that, knowing opponent's weakness is a very normal thing, and when Radhe did the same to Tamanna, she was blaming to him for knowing her weakness and perform accordingly to survive. You guys are in a competition, remember? And Radhe apologized to her for being rivalrous. I mean, I get it, you want your student come lover to win, लेकिन भाई वो घराने का सम्मान. On the other hand, the triangle between Rajesh Tailang, Shiva Chadda and Atul Kulkarni was handled in a very mature way and showcased beautifully. They knows their boundaries very well. Maybe because they are matured enough, या फिर मुझे प्यार मोहब्बत कहाँ समझ में आती है. The creators of this show have literally designed some fine moments within the characters. The practice scene in the construction building with Mahi and his team, the backstage scene with Mahi and Radhe's family, the moments between Divya Datta and her ex-lover, these all are very few moments but has a huge impact in the narration. Overall, I totally loved this show and I recommend to this everyone to watch it. A bit long season, but trust me, this demands the duration. Apart from the ludicrous Aajkal Ki Pyar Mohabbat, which I feel a bit stretchy. But overall, such an outstanding show, which is pure by its intention, soothing from its tonality, and long-lasting from its world. Makers took their time and provide a serene show to the audience. What's your opinion on this show? If you have watched it, please let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. See you at the point of view.